Hi, this is Tim again, and I'm going to go over the voter page. Um, so this is the voter page. This is actually the ballot that's called for three different functions: for voting, for creating a ballot, and for authorizing a ballot. We can see that if we go into the voter ballot, you can see on Intuit that tells you, it decides whether or not, which one of these it is. And it also dynamically creates the ballots on the page from the database, depending on which one it is. We are a voter page, so it'll determine different things like different buttons or a different header and such, um, and different functionality. If we go over to the HTML page, you can see right here where our this is basically all of the right here, all of the candidates that are created, that are dynamically created at the initialization. Is voting is here, so we have a submit vote button. And there is, in each candidate name, there is an on click, which this is going to come in handy, and I'll show you how. So for stage vote, this passes through our event, our seat ID, and our candidate ID. These are used to send our votes from the user's votes through. So, but let's try it out first, and then it'll make a little more sense. So, as I said, we created these from the database. It's just a dummy ballot here. So this was created for that user that signed into the system using their precinct ID, or using their ID to get their precinct where they're allowed to vote. And so when you click on something, you stage this vote, you add this into an array. And you can see we added Alex G in here. His seat ID for senator is 123, and his candidate ID is 12345. If you click on him again, you're going to remove him because you could change your mind. Click on this guy, and you can see we have a different guy. You added him in here. Still seat 123, and now we have 45321. But you can't have both because you can only vote for one senator. And you can see now we're voting for Alex G again. So you can as well, you can have a governor, of course. So now we have two things in the array. And we have for seat 321, which is governor, and 65431. But if you wanted to change your mind here, you can see that now we have Alex 4 in here, which is 92345. And then at the end, when you finally made your decision, you would click the submit. And I just want to show you what we were doing. We were just manipulating a staged array, so that way when we're done, we can add this to the JSON body and send this off to be recorded as the vote. So let's go back and look at that. Now that you've seen the functionality from the HTML page, let's look and see what it does. So what we're actually creating, this is the request, is what we're actually creating. We have to send things off like the mobile ID, the state ID, these things. And we also have to send off an array of votes. But for now, let's send, what you want to do is we're just going to create an array of staged votes. So every time we click on someone, as you saw that staged votes in the HTML page, you're going to add them to the list. Now that is, unless they were already added, then you'll deselect them because they were already there, so we changed our mind and deselected them. Or the seat was the same as another one, so then we're going to have to deselect the person that has that seat and select and then add the new candidate, or we're just going to add them. And this is how we just add them to the array. So at the end of us making our selections, we hit the submit vote, and we receive confirmation that our ballot was submitted successfully, and the user's returned out and sent back to the authorization page, and the user's vote has been recorded and they're completed.